What's shaking, everybody? It's your boy King of the Golden State coming at you with another haul video. This is going to be more of a on the cheapy side kind of video, but not really, because one of these group of books I got from an auction from Marky 316. As you can see, one of the books sitting in front of you, and it's such a badass cover. Um, but yeah, before I go any further, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Also, if you ever get a chance, be sure to share it with your friends. Maybe they might be interested as well. Moving on. Just want to let you guys know, starting off, got I almost forgot to show this, actually. Um, Marky316, be sure to check out his channel on YouTube and also follow him on Instagram. He sold me a group of books through the NY Warriors auction, which happens on every Tuesday at, I think it's 7 o'clock now, because it used to be 6:30, but now it's 7 o'clock on YouTube. So one of the things I bought was this Powers Vex Lucio Perillo variant, and it's just such a beautiful variant, man. Now, like, I know Marky posted this before, no one really bought it, and I really wanted to get it, but I was like, I really just want the book, because he grouped up some other stuff, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, with it. And I didn't really want it, but I was fine taking it because I really wanted that Lucio Perillo variant. It's a beautiful variant. And by the way, on that subject of variants, the Powers of X variant is a beautiful variant, but also it's a great read as well, as far as Powers of X and also House of X. So if you guys aren't reading that, you probably should go searching around to see if you can find back issues of it, because it's coming out pretty fast. So got that from Marky. Also got this Ginny Frizen Fearless variant, which I really have no clue what it's all about. I might at some point read it, but it's a beautiful variant. I like that. And also got this Arrow #1. It's a Art Germ variant. And I already have one, but I didn't mind having another one. Like I said, I was really after the Powers of X Lucio Perillo variant. So, of course, Marky threw this one in. Got the Immortal Hulk #20. And that is the Alex Ross, I believe it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive variant. So, I think some came signed and some didn't come signed. So I got the one that didn't come signed. I was kind of like, I really just wanted that Powers of X variant, but he kept throwing these in. He also threw in Guardians of the Galaxy #1. That's a variant. I'm not sure. It might be a decal variant. It's hard to tell with that signature on the bottom. And also got another variant. It's Amazing Spider-Man 800. I think this is the Humberto Ramos variant. I'm not a huge Humberto Ramos fan. Plus, from what I heard around cons, he's kind of a douche, so that's what I heard. I'm not confirming that, but if anybody else have had an experience with Humberto Ramos, please put it down in the comments section below. But yeah, off that subject, I just want to show what I got from Marky316. Like I said, be sure to subscribe to him if you get a chance. Also follow him on Instagram. I'll leave links down below. Yes, it is a Ramos variant. Yeah. I will make this into toilet paper. Kidding. I am kidding, of course. So, let me see. Over the weekends, I usually do a lot of running around to shops and cons, antique shops, comic shops. I don't know. I've fallen into a habit of doing that a lot lately. You see, I went to like the Santa Cruz, Monterey area. They don't have many comic shops out there, so went out to one of them out there, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a shot. I went out there, and I really didn't see. I mean, I saw comic books. I saw one over in Monterey, which I kind of regret going to because I've been there before, and I totally forgot about it. And the shop is called Current Comics. So if you're not, if you live in the Bay Area or live in the Bay Area location, just I'm not gonna say avoid Current Comics, but their books are severely overpriced. If I can give you an example, I'd say a regular McFarlane issue, non-key of Amazing Spider-Man, he had charged for like $25. It was crazy. But he did have some. I mean, here's another example. He had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles '95, but it was a second print. He charged $10 for that. I found that in cover price at 2 different places. Yeah, he didn't have too much there. So he did have a dollar bin, which I was surprised that he did, because I was like, all right, well, I got to find something. I came all the way out here, to look for some books and find something. So I went through his dollar bin and I found stuff like this for $1. Rocketeer #1 in there for $1. That was and also it's got Steve Ditko, The Missing Man. This might be worth a read for me, man. So I found that. Found Firestorm, The Nuclear Man #1 in there. Also found another Dakota North. If you guys aren't following me on this channel, actually, a lot of my hauls have involved picking up Dakota North comics, and yeah, I'm hoping to find like a 95-cent Canadian variant. Still haven't found that yet. Still looking around for it. But also there's talk about this, according to TiVo, Lords of the Long Box, that this is going to be picked up by ABC at some point to be its own TV show. So it's kind of cool finding these for $1. You never know. Oh, there we go. You never know where this book might go. If not, the worst I did was pay for $1. Also found another copy of Warp #5. That's a cameo of the character Grimjack, who's supposed to be translated through Amazon Prime as a TV show pretty soon, I believe in about a year or so. So there's a cameo appearance in Warp #5, and you got your first full appearance in Star Slayer #10, and found those in a $1 box. Yeah, Star Slayer right now, this is actually a $30 book. I don't think many people know about that yet. And that's the thing that's funny. Is like, this is currently going for $30 right now. Warp #5 is actually going for about 10. So to find those in dollar bins, it's kind of crazy. Found a couple of copies of Incredible Hulk. Nothing too major or anything like that. 263, 258. So found those hanging in there. Same goes for Catwoman #3 of 4. And also Catwoman #1 of 4. Those are in the dollar bin at this shop. Also found Micronauts #1 in the dollar bin. That's kind of crazy, right? I mean, I was like, all right, I'll take it. I mean, it's in a dollar bin. It could use a press. I think it's got no color breaks, really. I mean, I think it just needs to get like a press and it'll be fine. I might consider doing that. It's got some little wearing on the top here, but maybe a press will probably get it to an 8.0 at best. So there's that. And also found X Factor #15. I believe that's where Archangel gets his wings ripped out. So, to find those in their dollar bin was pretty impressive because, like I said, they had some books in there, and their back issues were just atrocious. So, I mean, I didn't like it. I'm probably not going back. And that's the only comic shop in Monterey, unfortunately. Let's put it in this perspective. Their new books, their weekly books, are in bags and boards, and they're taped in. So, and there's also a sign by their stand that says, "Please do not open the bags, the comics, and take them out," which is kind of shitty. It's like, I don't know what that tells. I mean, you have a pretty idea what it says to the customer. It's just, in my opinion, I just think it's just bad business. So that's pretty much what I got from that shop over in Monterey. Also, last Friday when I got off work, I had the need to go to a comic shop. So what I did is I went into Pleasanton and made a quick run up there, and because I don't go up to that spot very often, so I kind of use my key collector app which I'm sure some people don't like, but personally, I like using it. It helps me out a little bit and helps me know what books I need to pick up. So, went in their shop. I went into this one shop called King Kong Comics. I don't go in there very often, which is kind of cool. When you go to a shop that you don't go into very often, it kind of clears things out for you to look for books that you need to look for. So there's some books I found. So found Venom Lethal Protector #4, first appearance of Scream, and many other characters in there. Also found Marvel .1. I have copies of Marvel .1, but not in good condition as this one. And also, he priced it below cover price. As you can see right there, it's $1.49. So he priced it below cover price. I couldn't say no to that. First appearance of Sam Alexander, the other Nova. Also, he also had this in there. Marvel Knights, Wave 2. That's the Wizard Comics Special Edition. And this is like the first, I guess you could say, the first designs of Yelena Belova, the second Black Widow. So, even though this is free, he priced it for $2.99. That's fine. At least he didn't finger bang it like the other guy did at another shop I was not really going to mention and I don't even like going to, which I'm not even going to go to anymore. I keep saying that. Also, he had This is kind of cool. He also had these in there. New X-Men number 128. I already have a copy, but it's cool to have one to flip if I want to. This one is going for $1 and a quarter over cover, $3.50. So that was pretty cool to see that. So first appearance of Phantom X. Here is the second appearance of Phantom X, number 129. That was also $3.50. So I don't think he got word on like this being a first appearance or whatever. So I thought it was cool. Also, we got a Venom First Host, number 3. I was trying to look for the other variant. Is like the popular one that goes like 50 for $100 or whatever. And I think that one's in very small circulation, like over 1,000 or 1,600 comics in circulation. So it's kind of tough to find. So this was like the second best I could find. And it was a couple bucks over. It was actually like 50 cents over cover. So I think it's something like, I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about what it is because I might be wrong, but it's like a key book. Also found this for about $8, even though it goes for more. And it's an Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21. It's the first Marvel Zombies. So I found that. Also, this one threw me for a loop, and I'm glad I found this one. This is definitely going to be my keeper because it's a very scarce book, and I didn't think I was going to find it there. Usually, it's always when you don't think about the books you're looking for, you'll find. Punisher number 10, or Punisher Armory number 10, the Michael Golden cover. This book is the final issue of that series, and they say a lot of final issues are scarce. This one is supposed to be very scarce, and I found it there, as you can see, the price tag right there. I left it on there, $5.99. I was stoked about that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, it's sitting there. That's a Michael Turner cover. I am fucking taking that, because usually this book goes for like 20, $25, and to see it there for about $5.99 made me happy. So, couldn't say no. You know what I mean? Why would you say no? Also, I went to, let me see. Also, when I was up in the Monterey area, I was also in Santa Cruz. So I'm kind of jumping around, guys. I just want to show you what else I got from the Santa Cruz area. Also picked up a Star Slayer number 2. I believe that's the first Rocketeer. I believe so. Yes. So I also got that. Went through their 50-cent bin at the same shop and found Valor number 10. I used to have this when I was younger, but I just got it for the fact that it's a Adam Hughes cover. Just a beautiful Adam Hughes cover. I also found a Lady Bullseye, first Lady Bullseye in Daredevil 111. That was pretty cool to find for 50 cents. I almost bought this on another shop for about $8, and I said no. Like, the voice in my head said no. Frey number 1, I got that for 50 cents. There was another shop that had it there for like $8 or $8.50. I was like, I'm good. So I found it was cool to find it there. So found a Chassis number 1. That's an Adam Hughes cover. It has a beautiful cover. I love those covers by Adam Hughes. Also found this. This is kind of crazy in a 50-cent bin. Daredevil 18. There's no real significance of it except for it's signed by Brian Michael Bendis and also signed by David Mack. And just seeing that in the 50-cent bin, it was kind of like they didn't really care. So I was like, all right, that's cool. I'm fine with that. So picked that up. This one stuck out. This one stuck out to me, and it didn't stick out to people who work there at the shop. Found a copy of Sentry number 1 in the 50-cent bin. This is not a perfect one. It's got it's still, for the most part, it's going to probably be a 9 after pressing, but there's some pressable defect by the barcode there. You can tell a little rubbing right there. Also, everything else looks pretty decent. It could still stand for a press, but I was pretty happy to find that in there. I think I'm not sure if it's a thumbprint or fingerprint outside the bag. It might be outside the bag, but yeah, I think it's outside the bag, but it's pretty cool to find that there. Yeah, it's outside the bag. Pretty cool to find that there in the 50-cent bin. Talking about a stealth buy, I was pretty stoked to see that. I was really happy to see that. So that was over in Santa Cruz. So there's another shop called Comicopolis. I think it's called Comicopolis. I'm butchering the name, I'm sure. So went there to go see what they had. Found it's Comicopolis or Comicopolis. So I found a Lex Luthor Action Comics 894. Supposedly the first death. supposedly. Technically a cover price because it says $4 on here, but it's $3.99 cover price. So found that there. Found a Curse of the Spawn number 12. That's the I believe that's the full appearance of Jessica Priest, who's eventually supposed to be She-Spawn in the next coming months after Spawn 300. So I was like, all right. So I keep finding those. I have found, I think this might be my third or fourth copy. So right now I'm kind of rolling with it. See, I'm gonna just roll with it until the whole She-Spawn thing happens. Also found this in there in the shop, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which, believe it or not, if I could reach it, my local comic shop actually had the larger copy just down the street. I was like, holy shit. Okay, cool. So now I got the digest version and also the regular comic version. So it was kind of cool to just have those. So I found this one just very recently, and this one was over at the shop in Santa Cruz. So pretty exciting, man. Pretty exciting times, man. Really dug that. So speaking about being around town, I went to an antique shop. Went to an antique shop and decided to see what they had before I went to go help some friends and go watch preseason football. So went to this antique shop's like comic spot where they had like dollar comic books. So I figured, I haven't been there in a while. That's the cool thing about antique shops is if you don't go there for a while, their inventory eventually erodes and changes. So when I went in there, I found this Silver Surfer number 1. That's like a $10 book. Found it for $1. I found All Marvel Now. I believe it's like I got like a Kamala Khan appearance, like an early Kamala Khan appearance. I have to look into the details on it. Unless somebody could tell me down in the description box, it'd be great. Also found found another copy of Curse of the Spawn, Jessica Priest. So I thought, all right, for $1, why not? I can't say no. Brightest Day, got the Black Lantern Firestorm. That was a pretty cool one. Cool David Finch and cover there with Scott Williams. Speaking of Scott Williams, found a Superman number 204 by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. So that was pretty dope. Found a Incredible Hulk 331. That's a Todd McFarlane cover, along with the interiors for it. That was pretty much mullet Hulk back then. Found this Secret Wars number 1 in there for $1. Not a perfect copy. It's kind of got some spine action, but it's the area. It's got the error of Galactus in there, so that was pretty cool. Found this one. That was a pretty nice cover too. Captain America 354. That's also the first John Walker as U.S. agent. So that was pretty cool to find. Also found Young Avengers number 10. This one's not a perfect copy. This one's got some issues. Got a little scrunch on the top, as you can see. There's some stuff that needs to be pressed out. I'm not sure that it's color breaking, but I'm not sure if it's tearing. I think it's just a scrunch, or it just needs to get pressed out. So first cover of Kate Bishop. So might consider sending that to the presser and get a press. We'll see. Found this in here too. I was like, holy shit. So Marvel Age number 90. That's like a $20 book, and I found it in there for $1. Definitely probably need some like a dry cleaning and a press, and go from there. Also, so I went to the register. I paid, but out the corner of my eye, I saw another short box just in the far distance, and I figured, all right, let's see what's in there. So I went through that short box because I missed it, or I almost missed it, and I found a couple of things in there. So I found Inhumans number 1. Just sitting in there, and it's not bad actually. It's got like a color break tick there and there. Other than that, it was pretty cool. I love this cover of Inhumans. It's a beautiful cover. Also, even though I already have the single issues of this, I saw it as a graphic novel sitting there, and I had to grab it because whenever you go to a place, if it's for $1, you have to grab this for $1. I mean, it's kind of like, it's definitely a reader's copy, of course, because it's a graphic novel. But Dark Knight Returns for $1, I was like, hell yeah, this thing's beautiful. I mean, it's pretty beautiful. I mean, like, it's got a little action to it. Like, it's been loved. I mean, and there's Frank Miller before he became Freddy Krueger. So it was pretty cool to see that there. And and get it for $1. I mean, it's like a $13 book, you know, and even though I already have the single issues and such, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to get the trade for $1. Couldn't go wrong. So that was pretty cool to find out before I went to go watch preseason football with some friends. God, let's see what else we got. Also, prior to this, like say about a week or two prior, I just felt the need to go to a thrift shop called Savers. I'm not sure if you have a Savers in your area. If you do, check it out. It's really nice. Well, not nice. It's decent, but I understood they sold comic books, and believe it or not, this particular Savers was across the street from Half Price Books, which really has nothing every time I go in there. And I figured, you know what, I'm gonna go into Savers. I'm gonna go see what I can find. You know, maybe I'll find something decent. Maybe I won't. And their comics are all $1, so I couldn't go wrong with it if I found something I wanted. So here's what I found. Found a Venom number 7. That was pretty cool. Found a Flashpoint number 1. Even though I read it, I figured what the hell, they're $1. You know, I couldn't go wrong. Found some more Venoms. You know, like number 17, number 16. This one goes for something. Number 2. That was pretty cool. You know, Spider-Man cover swiped for 300. Found number 15. Also found issue number 8 sitting in there. And number 18. Now, these are all $1, keep in mind. Because they said if you get to 24, anything beyond 24 is going to be like free. So, like, 5 more copies will be free. Number 11 was sitting there. I also had a number 5. And a number 6. And number 4. These are pretty good fillers to have. This one's funny. Number 9. I believe that's a key. I'm not sure. But I also found this in there. I was like, holy shit. Number 1. That kind of threw me off for a loop. So I think I already have a number 1 in a first print, but it was good to see it out there for $1. How do you know it's $1? I'll tell you how, because I'm going to work on this. Oh, I must have took it out. All right, so it's $1. Take my word for it. I must have peeled it off already. There's a sticker on the back of these. That's the thing that sucks about picking up these things for cheap is, like, the Savers, they put them down for $1 with their stickers, and it sucks. For example, let me see. I also got this. I didn't even know Brubaker did this. The Fall. Brubaker and Jason Lutz. I have no idea what it's about. All I know is I saw Ed Brubaker, and I said, sold. So, let me see. Got this one. You know, Superman Batman Annual. That's the Batman Beyond copy. You know, found that for $1. I think I still have this sticker on this one. Yes, I do. Yes, there you go. That thing is $1. So I'm gonna have to work on peeling the sticker off. It's a pain in the ass, but you know, it's kind of cool to, you know, see these over at a Savers. And this thing's a nice copy, actually. Just, I mean, at worst, I'll send it in to get pressed and, you know, go from there. But yeah, I found a $30, $40 book there. It was pretty cool. Found other books there too at a Savers. So I found Zatanna number 9 for $1. Number 1. Number 6. Number 10. Number 18. Number 7. Number 12. Now, all these I got for $1. Now you're like, all right, well, I think I have an idea what's coming next. Well, I'm glad you brought that up because you do have an idea what's coming next. Also found another Action Comics there for $1. That was hilarious. But you asked me, hey, what's next? Well, what number do we want to start with? Screw it. Start with this one. Number 11. Found that there. Found number 13 for $1. Found number 14 for a damn $1. Found number 16 for a damn $1. Yes. I also found number 16. Sorry, 15 and 16 for $1 each. I shit you not. I couldn't believe that shit. I was digging through their stuff, and they didn't have a lot. And I was just going through it, and I was like, all right, as I was digging and digging, I was like, wait a minute, this is getting crazier and crazier. This looks like something where it's like, I might find what I'm looking for, even though I wasn't really looking for it. This one could use a press. It's got a little spine ticks on the bottom. Nothing too crazy. This could come back. They're both going to come back at least a 9 if I send these in. This one is actually a pretty clean copy. It's got still got the price tag in the back. I'm not going to take this thing out, but it's got, you know, I think it's got less spine ticks than my original copy I have in my collection. So it was cool to find these in here over at a Savers. Then again, of course, I checked a couple Savers next couple weeks later, and with the hope of getting that same kind of luck, it didn't happen. I was kind of like, damn it, I really wanted that luck to happen again. So I think that luck is one of those once in a lifetime type of lucks. So who knows? I might just leave Savers alone for a while and then come back to it later on. Got some eBay purchases on the cheap. This one is from Very Gary's Comics. I got that from Instagram. I already that's like my 3rd copy of Venom #1. I was pretty excited to have that. This was not an eBay purchase. It's from LCS. This is Justice League #21. Got it for $4, and I believe the something to do with the Captain Marvel family, or the Shazam family and such. I was kind of looking up newsstand stuff on eBay for just regular books, and I didn't even know that this was a newsstand until then. Wildcats #25, and if you guys are familiar with Wildcats 25, it's got like a chromium cover. As you can see, this is not a chromium cover. This is a newsstand, as you can see down below. But also, it used to be all chromium on here, but it's all white here. And it's actually a better looking cover, to be honest with you. So if you're familiar with Wildcats 25, it usually has Mr. Majestic on there with a chromium cover with all the other Wildcats. But I personally think this is a better looking cover. This is not perfect. They said it was near mint, and they said, you know, it's got like little pressable issues, and there's a small little spine split on the lower bottom of it. So it's kind of like whatever. So I didn't return it. I just gave them a bad review for what they were supposed to say. It was supposed to be the truth. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Just getting that. I actually like this cover personally. So there is that. Also went to the flea market, as you guys probably know. I like to hit the flea markets these days and look for stuff. So as far as my findings at the flea market, this is the last of my haul here, guys. I found this in the back of a red pickup truck, X23 Target X. Got that for 50 cents, along with New Avengers #27. I thought that was pretty cool to find. All in some pretty good shape. Also found a Ghost Rider #26. All this, these were not all these, but those 3 were found in the back of a pickup truck over at the flea market. So went to another part of the flea market over in Oakland. That's where I was at. I found, just for the hell of it, Gambit #1. I didn't care. I just wanted something to fill up my books. Superman 294. That was pretty cool to find. Also a 295. I think this is a Neil Adams cover. I'm not sure. One of them, they might be. They look pretty much like it could be a Neil Adams or Kurt Swan cover. I'm not sure. Also, this was pretty cool to find. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, and Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. That was pretty cool to find. Also found this at another location over at the flea market. Just a filler book. It's a Batman Family. I didn't care. It's Batman Family #2. Found some Incredible Hulk stuff. Like, so Incredible Hulk 299. That's the first appearance of the Mindless Hulk. Also, 298. I'm not sure the significance of it. It's a Kevin Nolan cover before he became a better artist. It was okay. So, found that in the flea market. And as we get deeper into this, guys, I found a couple other things like a couple Amazing Spider-Man, or a couple of Spider-Mans #1, the silver copy. I found that for $2 each. That was pretty cool to find. So I found those. Also found Batman 199. Just a filler. No, nothing crazy. Also found Shadow the Bat #1 bagged still. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, couldn't go wrong with just finding a bag. It's amazing that some of these are still bagged these days. It's unreal. Another Superman 273. Not really trying to fill up my Superman run, but if they're dirt cheap, you can't really say no. Found a Daredevil 174, the first appearance of the Hand, for $2. That was pretty good. I mean, this thing goes for like $20, $25, you know, every time. So that. And then as I close things out, the other books I found a Uncanny X-Men 126, first appearance of Proteus. That's a pretty mid to near high grade book. Also found an X Factor number 6 at the flea market, and that, another mid to high grade book. And found Justice League number 1, first appearance of Maxwell Lord, as well as the first issue of Justice League number 1. Max Lord is supposed to be rumored to be the villain for Wonder Woman, the next Wonder Woman movie. So that should be pretty interesting. So not bad speculation for a couple bucks. Also for a couple bucks, as I close things out, found this out at the flea market. Couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit. I found a She-Hulk number 1. That is now my second copy. This is not a perfect copy. I mean, this thing could stand for a press. It's got some pressable issues. Get cleaned. Got like color break right, I believe, right there. So, who knows? It could be a 7, maybe an 8, but I was pretty stoked to find this, guys. So that's about it, guys. Sort of my cheapy or cheaper or cheapenstein comic book haul. So, even though it's gone 31 minutes, I had a lot of cheap books to show you guys. It looks like that. Subscribe down below. I think it's down over there. Also comment down below. Tell me what you think. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.